Hello YouTube, Dylan the Shadal Duelist here, and today I am bringing you 3 Traptrix Duels. These duels aren't TCG legal because we will be using Traptrix Sera, the card I find that helps make Traptrix, well, I'm not going to say a contender, but it does help the deck a lot to be even close to being viable. Traptrix are one of my favorite archetypes simply because I love their design and I love the way they play. I like slower stun-based builds, so of course Traptrix are right up my alley. So we are facing off against Evil Eye. To begin with, and I actually just finished recording my Shadal Evil Eye build. I don't know what's going to be going up first, this duel or that duel, so whichever comes first, there we go, you know what's coming in the future, or this is a callback to the past. So as you can see, I'm going to get a search off with Murmileo, one of the best cards in the deck, always run 3, and I'm going to set Floodgate Trap Hole, Bottomless Trap Hole, and Naturia Sacred Tree, and you'll see this come into play a bit later, I believe, in this duel. And then, of course, I end up with Traptrix Sera, and I'm sorry, guys, Sera is busted. She is an amazing, amazing Link 1 monster, especially for the Traptrix archetype. Basically, if you activate a normal trap card, you get to special summon a Traptrix from the deck, and then if a Traptrix monster activates its effect, you get to set a Trap Hole card from your deck. So works off really, really well with each other. Unfortunately, Sera is going to get popped by Surzeal. Nothing you can really do about that, unfortunately. So he is going to pop his domain, and he's going to summon Medusa. I am going to try and Floodgate Trap Hole her, but she's going to actually bounce it back with Jealous Disruption of the Evil Eye, and I'm going to get hit with a 41 body Surzeal. And then he's going to summon, which I don't understand why he actually went for this play. That wasn't very smart. He knows I'm running Traptrix. I had 2 set cards. He links into Zerakiel, which I just bottomless, and leaves me with a great advantage. So I am going to summon Dionia, summon Murmileo. He is going to chain the Null Nun, which is actually a great card in Evil Eye, because you slowly whittle down your own life points with Celine's effect. So Null Nun's actually a great way to get some life points back. So I am going to get Murmileo back, and I am going to attack with Dionia, basically helping mitigate some of the life points he got back. I'm going to pop his Sentence of the Evil Eye and set my own Floodgate Trap Hole, then summon back a Sera, because this card is insanity in this deck. So he is going to summon Terraforming, and see, this is what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to activate Naturia Sacred Tree, which has been used in Traptrix many times, because you can basically switch out constantly between the other Traptrix monsters. However, in today's meta, where a lot of decks run multiple spells and traps, especially Sky Strikers, Naturia Rose Whip is my spicy tech in the deck. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell and trap card per turn. Or, sorry, spell or trap card per turn. That hurts so many decks. And, searchable from the deck because of Naturia Sacred Tree. So, as you can see, he can only activate the Pareidolia now. He can't use anything else, and I am just going to Floodgate his Medusa, and then because of that, I am able to summon Murmileo. Murmileo's effect activates the field spell. He is going to get his Bogilius back, which is fine, but as you can see, Sera nets me a Floodgate Trap Hole. So I'm in a really good spot right now. I am actually going to increase this play even further. I'm going to activate Naturia Sacred Tree again, send my Murmileo back to the graveyard to summon Glow Up Bulb, and then I'm going to summon Mantis, and I think you guys are going to know what's going to go here. Now, I am going to search out Murmileo. Because of that, I get to search a trap card, and then I summon Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast plus Naturia Rose Whip. Oh yes, guys, this is spicy, spicy plays right here. So as you can see, this deck is actually able to be really, really oppressive. I am able to basically make it so he can't activate any spell cards. Unfortunately, he does have the trap card here, which is Jealous Disruption of the Evil Eye. It's going to bounce my Naturia Beast, unfortunately, back, and, what can you do about it? Sera is going to activate, though, and I'm going to get Dionia back, and get my bottomless trap hole, and then I'm going to get a search for time space trap hole. He does get the null none, so his life points are fluctuating quite a bit, but I am able to get my Naturia Beast back, and then as you can see, I am able to do quite a bit of damage here. The null none didn't really do too much for him because of this, so once again, and considering Evil Eye is so focused on getting Evil Eye of Selene out, he can only activate one per turn, and I can easily negate it with Naturia Beast. So there's not much he can do here. Although, again, he gets the Jealous Disruption to bounce my Naturia Beast. He is going to try to summon from the extra deck, and I am just going to Time Space Trap Hole it. He is going to Ash my Murmileo, but that's fine at this point because even though it was negated, it still sets off Sera. And as you can see, I am so close to getting the KO, but he just quits anyway. And, I mean, look at my back row. Bottomless, Time Space, and Artifact Sanctum. Yes, I run artifacts in this deck because they are so good. Artifact Sanctum triggers Traptrix Sera, by the way, in case you didn't know. So, next duel is Traptrix versus Cosmo. And Cosmo are back at full power, basically, because they have Dark Destroyer back at 3. So, I open up fairly weak here, I will admit. Traptrix Dionia into Sera with a Sacred Tree and a Traptrix set. Traptrix is broken in this deck. Just absolutely broken. Because not only does it trigger Sera, but I can get any trap card I need from my deck, which is really nice. So I am going to chain Sera to the Necroface, summon, and get myself a Torrential Tribute. Now, you may be asking why Torrential Tribute. Sera is unaffected by normal trap effects. Torrential Tribute is a normal trap. You can see where I'm going with this. I'm just being super unfair here, basically. So, because I activated a normal trap card, I am able to summon Mantis and chain the Torrential Tribute to Mantis' summoning. Yes, guys, I am playing 1000 IQ plays here. Honestly, though, to be honest, though, using Sera with Traptrix is really nice because obviously Traptrix resolves, you get your Torrential Tribute on the field. Because of Traptrix, you can activate Torrential Tribute this turn. You get your summon, boom, you pop your Torrential Tribute. There we go. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get use Mantis to spin my Floodgate Trap Hole back and then set it back again, triggering Sera so I can, I think I was Naturia Sacred Tree I spun back because I searched out Trap Hole with Sera. So as you can see, guys, it's really, really good. So he does activate Cosmo Town, revealing he is actually playing Cosmos, but that's all he can do, really. So what I'm going to do is, again, my fantastic plays, I'm going to send Glow Up Bulb to the graveyard to summon Murmileo, get rid of the Cosmo Town, that's fine. Use Glow Up Bulb's effect to get my Naturia Beast onto the field. Unfortunately, I don't have my fantastic thing with Rose Whip, but, I mean, hey, Cosmo, they need their spell cards, they really do. So as you can see, I'm just, yeah, guys, this deck is so good. If you guys don't know what happened, during the battle phase, activated Tree to send Sera to the grave to summon Murmileo back. It wouldn't have been enough for an OTK, but at this point, I think he just realized, yeah, no, there's no way I'm winning, especially with a Torrential, Traptrix, Floodgate Trap Hole, and Bottomless Trap Hole on the field. So, our last duel is going to be against Pendulums. Pendulums actually have and this is with the new Endymion support too, so this is going to be a really, really interesting battle. Now, of course, the thing about Traptrix is you need to go first with them. If you don't, chances are you're not going to have a good time. It's going to be a really uphill battle. So, luckily, I have been able to go first these duels, just to really showcase what the deck is capable of going first. So, as you can see, he tries to pop my Time Space Trap Hold, and I am going to protect it with Mantis, because it can bounce it and then set it back. And then, of course, Sera is going to activate, and I search out my Bottomless Trap Hole. He's going to Pendulum Summon here. He can't Pendulum Summon from the extra deck, which is pretty nice because of the fact that his Master Cerberus is face down, and you can't link with face down monsters. So I am going to get Dionia here, summon back Mantis, and spiciest of text, guys. Yes, I am running in a Traptrix deck Utopia Double. Why? Because this deck allows you not to auto-lose turn 1. if you're going second. You just basically attempt to OTK with a Utopia double, and look, 7,600 damage, guys, with that with that play. Any other monster, and that would have OTK'd. So I'm in a really, really good spot now. He does set the infinite impermanence. I do negate his attack with Utopia. Now, there's really not much I can do right now. I am able to get a search off with Murmillo, and I have a pretty good field, and the guy knows it. I mean, if he attempted to summon the tuning harmonizing magician, I would have just oh wait, I didn't have but no, I could have searched out Traptrix or searched out Torrential Traptrix. Like, there was a lot of plays I could have done, and then I did have the Rose Whip in my hand, just so you know. But yeah, so that was a great duel against Pendulums, and like I said, guys, all these duels have been going first. When you go first with Traptrix, it can be pretty easy to win. Going second is a really, really uphill battle, but you don't auto-lose, at least, just because Sera is such an insane card. So we're going to go over the deck real quick right now. 3 Traptrix Murmillo, she is your trap hole searcher. Definitely run 3 of her, she is the most important. Traptrix Mantis is your second most important searcher. She searches your monsters. So depending what you open up, you can search Murmillo to get a search next turn, or you can search Dionia, because once you go into Sera, you summon Dionia next turn, summon back your Mantis, and you can do whatever plays you want there. 1 Glow-Up Bulb, so you can go into your Naturia Beast. 2 Naturia Rose Whips, because with Naturia Sacred Tree, it actually creates a pretty nasty lock. Well, not a lock, more like a soft lock. Really, this card's an auto win against Strikers, though, let's be honest, especially with Naturia Beast on the field. 3 Ash Blossoms, because you need to disrupt your opponent's plays whenever possible. 1 Artifact Molotok, and 1 Artifact Scythe, because we are running 3 Sanctums. Helps pop the card, and auto wins against a lot of decks these days. 1 for 1 to help get your Glow-Up Bulb. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Double or Nothing card can brick sometimes, but you're only running the 1 for Utopia Double. In my opinion, it's worth the risk. 3 Bottomless Trap Holes, 3 Time Space Trap Holes, 3 Floodgate Trap Holes. I feel like these 3 in today's meta are the best trap holes to run, but that's just my personal opinion. 3 Torrential Tributes, because wiping the monsters on the field is great, and it doesn't affect Sera. 3 Traptrix, because it gets you all of these. 3 Artifact Sanctum, because disrupting your opponent on their turn is always nice, especially when you're facing a deck, I mean, look at Salamangrates. Scythe auto wins against Salamangrates. Plain and simple. You activate Sanctum in response to the Foxy summon. Boom. They have a Foxy, or a Spinny, or a Lady Debug. They have whatever on the field, and they can't go into their extra deck at all. So it's basically an auto win. Naturia Sacred Tree can help protect you from damage with your Traptrix, but like I said, helps get Rose Whip on the field, which is really nice. Onto the extra deck, 3 Sera. This card is absolutely insane and busted. Always run 3. 2 Mrs. Radiant, because it buffs all of your Earth monsters. 3 Traptrix Rafflesia. I actually feel like with Sera, Rafflesia isn't as needed as it once was. You could probably cut it down to 2 or maybe even 1, truth be told. This card really isn't needed anymore. Sera has basically power crypt Rafflesia right out of the game. 1 Utopia as a target for your Utopia double. Fairy King Alverditch, it's a cute tech, you know, it buffs all your Earth monsters while debuffing all non-Earth monsters. Tornado Dragon against Altergeist, which some people would probably consider the superior trap deck, but I digress. Baguska, stun deck, really great. Naturia Beast, and High Speed Roy Chambara when you're trying to push for game. So that was my Traptrix deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a really fun deck. Traptrix is such a great archetype, and Sera just raises their ceiling so high, because she can get both of her effects off basically simultaneously. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and make sure you ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, guys, this is Dylan the Shadal Duelist, signing out.